On the second week of August, for the past 24 years, beside the beautiful blue waters of Torch Lake in the tiny village of Alden, Michigan, something magical happens. Like the mythical Scottish village Brigadoon that appears in the mist once every 100 years for just one day, members of the Traverse City Twin Bay British Car Club have been creating their own version with an annual event that provides visitors from far and wide an opportunity to view an array of vintage automobiles in the village park. This year's event featured lots of British cars, British flags, and British weather. As a rule, the sun comes out sometime later in the morning and provides a beautiful remainder of the day for viewing iconic sports cars. We actually call this a typical day in Michigan. Volunteers are key to the success of the annual Alden Classic Car Show. There's a check-in point, registration, parking guides, a sound system, a food truck, and that all-important coffee station. There's a merchandise tent that features a variety of t-shirts, hats, pins, decals, and other memorabilia. This year's beautiful shirt was designed by current club president and well-known industrial designer Jeff DeBoer. Let's listen in on the judge's briefing.
You know, you keep walking, and not only in your categories, but look for the best in show, the busted knuckle, you know, who you can find out, talk to people as you're judging what's the story with your car. You know, do you work on it yourself, and on and on. So in addition to your thing, you'll be looking for a survivor, a restoration, just what seems to be the classic sports car for you, the busted knuckle.
For over 2 decades, sports car enthusiasts have been gathering in the village park to display their pride and joy and spend the weekend talking with friends old and new about cars. Originally intended to be a British-only car event, it was obvious from early on that many participants were equally as passionate about their German, Italian, Japanese, American, and other unique sports cars from a bygone era, so all were welcomed. Throughout the year, like a well-oiled machine, the Twin Bay British Car Club is busy behind the scenes planning, advertising, handling registrations, and gathering the many outstanding sponsors of this event. New this year was the return of valve cover racing in the style of a Pinewood Derby.
Oh my goodness.
That was a photo finish.
Participants are invited to turn the valve cover from a British car into a racer with the addition of wheels and many other fanciful accessories. It's preferred, however, that racers refrain from using the valve cover from the actual vehicle they drove to the event. According to Vintage Car Authority Hagerty Insurance, there is a big 6 of British automobiles, and that includes Austin Healey, Jaguar, Lotus, MG, Rolls-Royce, and Triumph. Here's an interesting fact. Using an elaborate mapping system of the United States, Hagerty assigned a British car make on a relative basis to each state and discovered while there may be more Jaguars in Michigan overall, its largest percentage share of any one make is Lotus. No surprise here, but among Hagerty customers, MG is the most popular British marque. And for the uninitiated, marque is spelled M-A-R-Q-U-E. Here's a little-known fact. Michigan actually has 4 counties named after counties in Ireland: Roscommon, Clare, Wexford, and Antrim. On Saturday, a tour through the spectacular rolling hills of Antrim County, led by longtime member John Russell, is an adventure not to be missed. Immediately following the tour, a BYO picnic in the Alden Pavilion is the perfect opportunity to socialize and share stories of personal adventures in respective vehicles. So if you're looking for a good time for the entire family, mark your calendar and head to Alden, Michigan for the second weekend in August next year. Help us celebrate the 25th consecutive year of this amazing little show.